Remember when I was having a conversation with y'all and I was telling y'all about how just a couple days ago we did a review where a Houston area home was broken into, and there was two guys that broke into the home and they was pretending to be police officers, and they had on police vests and everything, and they wasn't police officers, and the homeowner wound up killing both of them. Now I looked at some of the clips from some of that stuff and I looked at some of the comments, and people were upset at that a little bit because they was trying to say that, oh no, the preservation of life is more important and stuff and all of that stuff. And I'm like, listen, if somebody comes into somebody's home, I'm not going to tell them that they shouldn't be able to defend their property, because that could become fatal for the person that they're running in their home with. And a lot of times you don't survive that type of thing. So now when I see stuff like that, it just confirms to me that it was the right thing to kill them.
Well, now at 5, a Fox 26 exclusive. Imagine this, being robbed at gunpoint right outside of your own home in the middle of the day.
That's what happened to a man in Aldine, and it was all caught on camera. Fox 26 is live outside of the Houston Police Department, where officers...
I don't know if y'all know what it's like to actually have a gun pointed in your face. The dude ain't even got no mask on. Whenever I see a review video of a man that got a gun in somebody else's face and they don't even have a mask on, from my perspective, that means that you about to kill me, because it ain't no way in the world, with all of the cameras and me seeing your face and me possibly recognizing you or being able to point you out in a lineup, that you gonna let me survive. So what this is telling me is that you don't really even want my stuff. You want my stuff in addition to taking my life. That's the first thing that I think of. The second thing that I'm thinking of is this newscaster over here in the purple. She looking real spicy. You know what I'm saying? She looking really nice in her purple hookup. Shout out to the newscasters down there in Houston. She looking bad as hell. She definitely got her stuff working. The one in the red is cool. The one in the purple is slapping. All right. And he robbing them for a Tesla. He robbing them for a Tesla. You can't carjack somebody for a Tesla, because either they gotta throw their phone in the car. Most people that got Teslas, they don't have the little Tesla card. They don't have the Tesla card with them. Usually it's opened up by their device. Most of the time, the only people that rob for a Tesla card or whatever, because I keep mine in this little holder right here. The only people that rob, like only people that keep the Tesla car with them is if they know that they about to go do valet, or they're going to have to park, or they got to do maintenance on it. And so they'll give the little Tesla key to whoever it is that they roll with. And that's how they know that you know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. But most people that got a Tesla, they just got the app on their phone. And so they don't have a regular key. And so it's very, very much a lot more difficult to carjack somebody, because on a regular key, you know what I'm saying? You could just, hey, listen, give me the car, give me the keys. The key gonna help start the car up. I need to pull this sticker off of here. The key gonna help start the car up, but the Teslas is different. That's why you don't hear a lot about stolen Teslas, carjacking Teslas. You'll hear them about every other car. They'll steal everything. They'll steal the Charger, the Challenger. You don't ever really hear about Teslas getting stolen, ever. Yes, Teslas are equipped with cameras. They got Sentry mode on them to where it records everything. You never really hear anybody carjacking anything or stealing anything on a Tesla. You may see them vandalize it. You may see a lot of other things, but you don't really see that. But anyways, let's get back to the story. She bad as hell, man.
Camera. Fox 26 is live outside of the Houston Police Department, where officers are investigating the case. That's where we also find Jillian Hartman. So what did the victim tell you, Jillian?
Well, the victim tells me that he just moved into a new house. He was really excited about a fresh start. But after he was robbed at gunpoint in his own driveway, he's sharing his story only with Fox 26, hoping that police catch the suspect soon.
I wanted this to be a really fresh, new, exciting start for me, but right now it feels like the complete opposite.
Dog was on a main street robbing somebody. Dog, it was cars driving by. It's cars driving by right there. You just moved into a new house. You on a main street. Some dude is looking at you, and as soon as you look at him, he pull out a gun and start and run up on you. And he screamed like a little girl too, though, on the low.
The suspect soon.
I know I shouldn't. Oh man, I know I shouldn't laugh at it. I ain't never seen nobody that did the little cat growl. I don't even know if your voice can go that high. Ow! Ow! Heard that all the way from the security camera, from the Ring camera. That boy was screaming. Now listen, you don't know what you're gonna do. He did. He sounded like a mountain Oh, yes, he did sound like a mountain lion. You don't know what you're gonna sound like when you get into this situation. When a life event happens, you don't know what you're gonna react like. Like a mountain lion. Oh God, this is y'all fault because the chat is just as diabolical as I am, and so y'all are an extension of me. I'll tell you, when I had got carjacked, I was just like frozen. You know what I'm saying? I was just stone faced. Honestly, I was shocked because the people that was carjacked, I guess it was a little different for me because the people that was carjacking me, I knew them. And so I had already kind of just resigned. I was stuck in a car. Like he was on my window. I'm sitting in the driver's seat and he pulled it up to me on, you know what I'm saying? I got my window down and then he do it like this. And ain't nowhere for me to go. And I could see him and I see that I know him. I just didn't, you know what I'm saying? I just had already resigned myself that this is up. Time is up. Statistic. That's it. Getting robbed and killed by the person that you grew up with. That's just going to be the end of it. So I had just kind of resigned myself. I just was gave up. And when he pulled me out the car and then two other dudes came and ran up from behind me, from around the building from behind me, two dudes started going through the car. One just kept you know what I'm saying? I guess he had like an M14 on him. I was just like, you know, this is it. Because I know all three of you niggas. I know all three of y'all in this hood that we stand in right now. Ain't no way I'm going to get out of this. And when he turned his head, he got too nosy to see what the other twos was doing. I was gone. I was gone. I was out. Slapped that gun. All you heard was boom, 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 boom. That junk was going. You could hear. I don't know if dog. I felt like I was in war zone. I felt like I was in a video game. That you could hear the bullets. You can hear the bullets coming past your head. There was another dude that was walking down the street. He started running, but it was pitch black at night. I don't know if I ever had that much adrenaline running through my body ever in my life. I don't know if I've ever had that much adrenaline ever running through my body in my life. Never. I've never had you hitting fences with one, you know how you hit it one time? Gone. Getting out of there. And I documented it. I documented it a whole lot of years ago. So that video got to be like 6-7 years ago. Y'all can go and watch the video on the other channel, on the Anton Daniels channel. But I never went back to that house. Never, ever. I never went back to that house after that day. It was a house I grew up in. It was literally the house I grew up in. I left that night. That night I left and I never went back. We put the house up for sale immediately and I was out of there. That was it for me. What kind of car was it? I was in a Mercury Sable. Yep. It was a Mercury Sable. Not the last one. Let me see. Mercury Sable. I don't remember what year it was. What, 2002 or something like that? Yep, that's the car. This is it right here. Except it was burgundy. It was a burgundy Mercury Sable. Not the hatchback though. It wasn't the hatchback. It was the regular. It looked just like this. It was kind of like that. It was like a Mercury Sable. And it looked just like that. But it had these exact same rims on it and everything. But it wasn't about the car. It was about the fact that they was trying to get me for what I had inside the car. And then they just took the car and then they wound up burning it up. And I had just dropped the insurance on it because I was switching insurances. And the finance company came after me all the way up until like the year before last. And so I wound up just, taking an L. Eventually they garnished me. Eventually they got their money. All the way up in the 2020s, they got their money, but it's messed up, bro. It really was messed up. Anyways, let me get back to this story. You know me, I'm always getting distracted. Where is it at? Where's the video at? Did I lose the video? Oh, here it is. All right, I got you. Let's get back to this mountain lion over here.
Suspects soon.
I wanted this to be a really fresh, new, exciting start for me, but right now it feels like the complete opposite. I feel very scared, I feel very uncomfortable. This happened on my property where I should feel the safest, and I'm extremely afraid.
Marcus Francis spoke exclusively with Fox 26 about a terrifying moment all caught on surveillance video. He said Wednesday afternoon around 4 o'clock, he just got home, was cleaning his car in his driveway along Canino Road when a man walked up asking about the neighborhood. Marcus says they chatted for about 5 minutes. He had no idea what was about to happen next.
I don't trust nobody. I say that all the time. I don't trust nobody as far as you coming over here, you asking questions, just random questions. You ain't from here. See, I ask just as many questions as they ask questions. Hey, man, how's the neighborhood? Pretty good. You from around here? That's what I say. Here, pretty good. You from around here? No, I'm just walking down the street. Oh, you got neighbors and stuff around here, right? I'm just naturally, honestly. It don't matter where I'm from, no matter what, people just start asking random ass questions and just pick you out and you just hanging around and stuff like that. All right, cool. Walking back in, go ahead and get the strap. Cause if you're not gonna survive it either, just nigga just coming around, walking around. Hey man, how's the neighborhood? Nigga, what? How's the neighborhood? What kind of random question is that? How's the neighborhood? How was the neighborhood?
I go back to cleaning my car, and that's where everything just kind of takes a turn for the worse. I'm cleaning my car, I turn around, and there's a gun pointed directly in my face, like directly here in my face. I'm like freaking out. Of course, I think I'm gonna die. I like immediately jump back reaction-wise because it's a gun pointed, and both hands, he like had this strong grip, like he was so ready to use it. And he's pointing it directly in my face, like just relax. And I'm looking through the barrel of the gun. I can see directly at the hole, and I'm just freaking out. Like my heart is pounding. My hands go up immediately. I'm just so scared.
Marcus says a second man shows up, an accomplice. Together, they force Marcus inside his house and robbed him.
They're forcing me inside the house. They tell me to go to the ground. They ask me for my wallet. They're like, give me your money. Give me any money you have. We want only cash. I give them my wallet. No resistance. Again, one guy has his foot on me. I'm just laying there. They're going through my wallet. They go through my car. The second guy goes through my car. He's going through my car. I tell him that honestly, I have nothing.
They walking slow. They ain't got no mask on. This nigga got a utility vest on with some Timberlands and some jogging pants. Man, if you can't spot that was a what neighborhood is y'all raised in? You can't spot that was a setup. Dude randomly walking up and down the street with his homeboy with a utility vest on and some joggers, some gray joggers on, and a dude asking you about the neighborhood just hanging out in front of your house in particular. Man, you need bro. Go on into the middle of the city and downtown area where it's a lot of cops, because your situational awareness is lacking, bro.
Of value. I just moved in. All my stuff are in boxes, and they just had the gun on me the entire time. All I thought to myself was like, I'm going to die. I'm really going to die right here in front of my house right now.
After the men took off, Marcus locked the door and called 911. He hopes his story helps police catch the men responsible. Now,
yeah, that's messed up. Nobody should be robbed. Nobody should be, their life should be in chaos. And this is the thing that I've been saying about the whole Chicago situation. It's like, yo, this is not normal. It's not normal for people to just be out here getting robbed and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, crime is not normal. That's not supposed to be normalized within these communities. And he from a new city, so he just walking around in Houston not knowing what the hell is going on. Y'all moved to Houston. Welcome to the neighborhood, Nick. Welcome to the neighborhood, little homie.